don't know, if you ever miss a week of our lives, we also have it on YouTube, so you can watch it there. We try to make it easy for you guys. Okay, so it looks like we are still syncing up over here. So if we've not met yet, I am Rachel from the Reese Stand, and every Tuesday at 4:30 here on Facebook, Instagram, and then catch the replay later on YouTube, we go live with what we call Happiest Hour. It's not really an hour, it's 30 minutes-ish of us just having fun, seeing new products, and sharing laughs together. So usually my friend Joy is on here with me. She is on a fantastic vacation right now, and we can't wait for her to get back here. I think she's back next week. I'm not positive, it may be the week after, but we are always having fun. We're always sharing laughs, and we're always gonna have some fun new products for you. So it looks like we're all linked up on social media. This is a live through Comments Sold. So if it's your first time watching, if you'll look down in the post description there, it will tell you exactly what to do to sign up to shop on with Comments Sold. It will send you an invoice either to your email or to your social media messenger at the end for the things that you want. So what you do, as we're talking, there's gonna be letters up at my head if you're watching on social media, and it's gonna say sold and a number. And if you see something that you love, you're just gonna comment with sold and that number of the item that you love. So we're just gonna go ahead and get going because we're running a little late today. Looks like a couple of y'all are on, so pop in and say hi. I can see the numbers that are live, but I can't see your names. So tell me you're here. Hey, y'all come on in. But up first, our first thing today, so Comments Sold number 101 is this cute shirt. I have one. This is from our friends over at Southern Fried Design Barn. It's the Say Grace and Give Thanks. I've got it a little front tuck here on this. I've got on the large in these because I have been liking to wear them with a little front tuck here. So we've got that there, or tie it up and stick it in my belt loop over here. I love this one. I'll show you the back too. Sometimes I go back and forth between a medium and a large in these. The large, I have a little bit more room here so I can tuck it in. The sleeves are a little bit longer. If I were to wear a medium, the sleeves would be up a little bit shorter, which I do prefer. These are so cute with a shacket. I had a shacket on earlier, but it got hot, so it had to go. But they're cute with a shacket, they're cute with a flannel shirt over it. The coloring is really muted on here, and it feels really good. So the text on here feels good as well. So, hey Lauren, glad you're here with me today. So glad you're watching. Okay, so Comments Sold number 101 is gonna be our Say Grace and Give Thanks shirt. It's kind of in this burnt orange color, super soft. I am probably gonna be wearing this to Thanksgiving with my family. So you can throw on a flannel over it, you can throw on a jacket, and then take it off if it gets hot. Because I know once all those Deloachs get in one house together, it gets a little warm, it gets a little loud, and a whole lot of fun. So let's move right along to Comments Sold. This is going to be Comments Sold number 102. Okay, so these just came in last week. You may have seen them on a box opening. This is the Pumpkin Spice Season sweatshirt. These are from Mary Square. They're an oversized sweatshirt, and they feel like butter. They're so soft on the outside, super soft on the inside. And all of our lettering on here is gonna be their applique, and it's this like terry material, so it feels kind of good, super cute. Love the colors. I'm gonna just go ahead and put on a medium over the shirt that I have on here because I'm taking one of these home. Sometimes when I am at market and ordering things, I buy things just because I want them for myself. So these are definitely generous. So I've got on a medium here. You can see they've got a lot of room here, and they're not, so the length on them is not quite as generous. So a couple of y'all, we've just gone with your regular sizing on these instead of going down a size because of the length. So on this one, this is a medium. Sorry, YouTube friends, you can't see it. It's gonna come on me like down, not quite covering my behind. I probably wouldn't wear this with leggings. I'm probably gonna keep this one with jeans. So loving this. You could also, if you wanted to, you could pull this up for a front tuck. It would be super cute like that, but I'm gonna take it off before I get hot and sweaty in it today. Okay, so that is going to be comment sold number 102. On these shirts and apparel, I could try not to mess my hair up too bad. As you're doing the comment sold, if you'll comment with your size, if you don't want to drop your size in the comments, I get it. I probably wouldn't either. When we send out our emails on Friday, all of these products are going to be linked together in one section on our website so that you can shop the comment sold products that were featured today. Okay, so that is comment sold number 102. We're going to move on to comment sold number 103, and 103 is super cute. So I ordered I order a lot of stuff because I know I'm gonna like it. These I actually ordered because I knew Joy would like it. So this is the Thankful shirt. Now, one little thing about these, when these came in, our extra large size shirts do not have the distressing on them. So if you're getting the extra large, you're not gonna have this bleached out look. It's all gonna, and I should have brought one up here, but the whole thing is gonna be this solid kind of purpley color on here. So it's a little bit hard to tell on the camera, I feel like, what it says, but it says Thankful on here. It's in a gold screen print, and then below that it has 1 Thessalonians 5:18. And I love this because obviously it has a wreath on it. So we've got, and we are the wreath stand after all. So we've got this beautiful watercolor looking wreath on here. Lots of great colors for fall. This is going to be a great shirt to wear when you're running errands on Saturdays. Thanksgiving, you can wear this one to Thanksgiving too. This shirt, the text is a little bit more narrow probably than the one I have on. So if you're wearing it with a cardigan, a jacket, a denim jacket over it, you're gonna still be able to see the words in the middle, whereas the one that I have on, it cuts off the corners of the words a little bit, which is no big deal. Okay, so loving this here. You can see the back. You can kind of tell this bleached out distress look a little bit more from looking at the back. This is the same kind of shirt as the shirt I have on, so the sizing is going to be the same. All right, moving right along. Okay, we're going to change gears a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the fall stems that we have in stock right now. And I'm hoping that they're laying on this table in order, because sometimes from the description it's hard for me to tell what's what. Okay, so comment sold number 104 is one of my favorite stems that we have this year. We just pulled this one out of a vase, so you can tell it's got a long end on it. So if you've got a taller vase, this is going to be perfect. This stem is $26, but there is so much to this. So it's got a little touch of eucalyptus in here. It's got whatever this little bud is. It's got some bigger eucalyptus, some tiny little mini pumpkins in there, and the coloring on this is absolutely lovely. It's leaning a little bit more in the purple family, and I'm looking for a vase to stick it in. I meant to bring a vase up here with me today, but I did not. So as you can see, it looks so good in these milk blue vases here. Super pretty. So when you are, I think this one's probably okay with this size vase. I might go a little bigger on the vase. When you're looking at your vases and your florals, you want your floral arrangement up at the top to be 1 to 1.5 times what the height of your vase is. So if your vase is, let's see here where we are. Oh, I think we're about 1.5. Okay, so here's one, and then yeah, about half. So this would be on the tall side. I'll get it out in a minute, but just about right in there. Super pretty. That's going to be comment sold number. We're on number 104, and what we love about this one is you just need one. So to go in your vases, it's really going to create a beautiful arrangement just in one drop in. Okay. Oh, and my friend Mel is here. Hey Mel, glad you're here today. And Susan, thank y'all for hopping on today. Okay, so up next we have our yellow poppy bundles. These are a Real Touch bundle, so if you love our tulips in the spring and the summer, these are such a great option for that. Anywhere that you have your tulips from us, you can pop these in there as well. Our tulips are our best sellers. I have some whites that I keep out all year in my living room, so if you still got some out, it's okay. So, but these are your white poppies. They feel wonderful. They're it's almost like a rubbery feel, but they're very realistic. What I like best about these is going to be the center in here. So it's so pretty, very realistic. These look really nice. I'm not seeing one over here that I can pop it in, but if you've got one of our blue kind of irregular shaped vases, if you shopped with us for a while, you probably have one, or the green ones that just came in this year. These are a really good option for that, because like we talked about earlier, these are not very tall. So you got to kind of keep that in mind. You're going to put these in a shorter vase. So, hey, Linda, glad you're here today. Okay, so moving right along, we're gonna go on to comment sold number 107. So we're having so much fun here today. The store is busy. We've got shoppers in here. I hope everybody's having a great time, and it has been so fun. Okay, so we've got our cream wool pumpkins. These were kind of late to the party, so you may not have seen these yet, but these are, I'm allergic to wool, so they're a little itchy on my arms, but these are a soft wool pumpkin. The stem on here is very realistic looking. I think it's, I can't tell if it's, I think it's a hard plastic on this stem, but they're super soft, and thank y'all. So super soft, absolutely beautiful. The texture on these is great, and the coloring is good too. It's not really white and it's not really cream, but they're very good for fall. Love it because they're not super creamy, but they're also not stark white. Okay, so we've got the large, we've got the medium, and we've got the small. So these are all weighted. They've got a little bean bag or something in the bottom so that when you're setting these out at your house, they're not gonna roll all over the place. I like putting them together in a little grouping. If you were gonna set these somewhere, you could also go with comment sold number 106 and add a little fall foliage spray to that. So I'd probably get maybe 2 of these and put one here and one over here, and you've got your little centerpiece for your table there. Okay, let me grab this little guy that fell on the ground. So, all right. Okay, gotta breathe. Y'all, we are usually in the afternoons, like right before we go live. We're not very busy. Today was the exception to that. And my mom is still like back here pulling stuff as we go. So she's looking for the items on the list as I'm going. So I've got to slow down because I'm gonna get ahead of her. But this is one of my favorite stems this year. This is one of our best value stems. This is the fall foliage spray. It's only $10.95, and look at all of this that you're getting. So you're not gonna need very many of these to fill up an arrangement. One thing about these is we can pull them apart and fluff them, but the back is a little flat on here, so you probably will need 2 just so that you can have one in the back and one in the front. These are absolutely gorgeous. They look great in centerpieces. You can lay them on your table because they are flat on the back. It works well for something where you're not going to see the back side, like lay it on your table, or like I showed you just a minute ago, nestled in your little pumpkins there. So, oh hey Margaret, glad you're watching with us today. So Margaret is one of our little fans, and I'm so glad she's here with us today. Okay, up next we have the brown leaf spray. Dayla, I don't know if she's watching with us today, but she got some of these last week for her farmhouse, and I haven't seen pictures of how they turned out, but I know they were going to be perfect there. Okay, look at the size of this guy. This is a long stem, and it really spreads out nicely, and the leaves on this one look like leather. So they're so pretty. There's so much texture and dimension to these, and this is something that you can probably get away with leaving out all the time. It doesn't have to just be fall. I think these are going to look great in the winter. They're absolutely beautiful. I would love for y'all to come in and see them. This is something that I'm thinking if you had a big tall vase with like maybe a skinny mouth on it, you could put this in there and it would sit up just like that. So pretty, love it. It kind of reminds me of like bird feathers. I feel like if Joy was here with me right now, we would have like some fanning going on, and maybe some feather jokes. So we'll insert one of those for Joy. Okay, let's keep going. Up next, we've got our maple leaf spray. So these are very pretty. I'm wondering what this would look like next to that. Actually, I think those can make a nice arrangement, mix these two together. But this maple leaf spray is just like it sounds, maple leaves, but the coloring on these is so unique. It's a light brown that's kind of leaning to the purple family. So we're seeing a lot of that this year. So we've got like this little guy, match your shirt, and the other stem I had earlier, I think you might could mix these two together in an arrangement. So I like the coloring of those two things together. So this is gonna be, we're on Comet Sold number 110. It's our maple leaf spray. These do look fabulous on the table. I put these in our blue table that we have in the store up front because the coloring on it is just so muted and so neutral. And we took these and they're kind of sitting at the base of one of my big turkeys, and I folded them kind of around to make it into a little circle. So almost like a garland, but not quite. So these are great on a table. They're gonna be great in a big tall vase. I could see these like going up tall. That would be really pretty if you've got like even up here at the top of a cabinet would be really nice. So because they're gonna look real, they drape really well. Super pretty. So those are the maple leaf spray. Comet Sold number 110. All right, moving right along. This is Comet Sold number, we've got a lot of stems to show you guys today. This is Comet Sold number 111. This is the brown flocked berry. So these are, I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. Sometimes we get plants and I'm thinking it's just a China plant that they made up when they were manufacturing it to look good. So these pull apart really nicely. So if you come in the store and grab one, they might be a little bit squished together, but go ahead and pull them out and then you can get away with not having quite as many in a vase. Usually I'm gonna put these in a taller vase with a skinny mouth on it, and probably gonna do 2 in your vase. If you've got one of those, we used to have them years ago, the crackled vases. I know a lot of y'all have those. This would look perfect in there if you're looking for something new in there. Okay, then, whoopsie, I clicked the wrong button over here. Okay, Comet Sold number 112 is this beautiful grape leaf spray. So the coloring on these leaves is so vibrant. So you've got your greens, you've got your yellows in here, and then we've got these little berries, which I guess are supposed to, maybe they're not berries, maybe they're grapes if it's a grape leaf spray. But they don't look like very good grapes if they're grapes. It's because they're kind of yellow. But, so this is a grape leaf spray. It's got these fun little twigs on the top here. A lot of texture, a lot of dimension to this. This one will also look good laying flat on your table, or if you wanted to use them like a, kind of like you would a garland up at the top of a bookcase, you could lay one going this way, meat in the middle, lay the other one going this way, pop a pumpkin in the middle. That'd be super cute on top of like an entertainment center or a bookshelf. I'm running out of items up here, y'all know that? Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so moving on to Comet Sold number 113. This one is kind of different. Okay, so this is called a powdered tan eucalyptus stem. Now, it doesn't have any leaves on it. So maybe there's some kind of eucalyptus that's just a bud. To me, it looks like acorns. So if you like an acorn, just tell people it's an acorn. These are also going to be another one of those stems that's going to go in something tall. Maybe put 2 or 3 of these together. So in your floral arrangements, when you're using the stems that are like this, that are more like sticky, you can get by with having all kinds of air in there in the arrangement. So maybe just use 2 or 3 of these in your vase, as long as it's got a narrow enough top on it, and it's going to be dimensional, but it's not going to take up a bunch of weight visually. So if you've got somewhere that's feeling, maybe it's an area that's feeling a little cluttered or something, you can go with these so that it brightens it up and lightens up the area. So love this. This is going to be Comet Sold number 113. Okay. Comet Sold number 114 is one of my favorite wreaths that we have this year. It is the dark yellow eucalyptus. It's $59. And what I love about these wreaths, we've had them for several years and in different colors, but these are perfect if you've got a double door. If you have a bigger door, they work well too. I know they look a little sparse sometimes when you're in here, but I promise you, once you get them out and on your door, these eucalyptus will pull out, and it can be as big as you want it to be, or you can cinch them in a little bit. There's so much let's see, flexibility in the way these stems are. See how much you can pull it in, or like this section I've still got pulled out, the difference in that. So if you've got double doors, love these for that, because they're not quite as pricey as some of the others. So hopefully you're not gonna be breaking the bank on these. And just love the coloring there. These also are going to show up really well from the road because they're yellow and they're a little bit lighter than some of the darker wreaths. So if you've got a door where it's maybe shady, or you're not getting quite as much light on your front door as you would like, maybe your house sits back off the road a little way, but it's a dark door, this is going to look really, really pretty on there. Or if you're like me and you have a storm door, usually I use the Burleys from Glory House. And there's a whole conversation going on here that I don't know what's happening. So usually I use those, but if you had a storm door, not super thick anyway, but you can kind of mash it in the wreath itself, see, still looks fine on the front, to make it fit between your storm door and your wood door. So love that. Okay, moving out of the stem world onto our cute shearling pumpkins. So these are going to be from Mud Pie. These were a little bit of a late arriver to the game. They're super soft, so they're squishy, and these feel like a stuffed animal to me. So they're absolutely beautiful. I'm going to hold them up so you can see the texture here. There's another one behind me. I'll grab it in just a second. And the stem on these is super fun. It's the twine, and then there's a tiny piece of burlap sewn on the top so that it looks like good texture. So this is the small here that's gray. This is the medium. No, I'm sorry. This is the large that's cream. And I think this one might have the wrong tag on it. Does it? Yeah, because this one is the large. Maybe we're figuring it out as we go. Okay, so this is the large here, and these are two mediums, but one of them is the color of a large. So we'll figure this out. But there are two mediums here. There's a cream medium and a tan medium. Aren't those two the same size that are in here as Shannon Jupe? I think so. Okay. Today on the blog, we talked all about decorating for Halloween. So we're going to show you some of the things we talked about in the blog. If you haven't had a chance to read the blog yet, hop over to our website. We've got lots of inspiration this week. Our theme for the blog for this month is all the holidays, because literally here in the store, it is all the holidays. We've got Halloween, we've got Thanksgiving, and if you saw stories yesterday, you know that we've already got Christmas coming in. So our first thing that we want to show you, this is the last one we have of these. This is the skeleton dangly, so his little arms are going to hang off one end of your table. Happy Halloween runner. And so the Happy Halloween is like his bones, and then at the end, you've got his little legs that hang off the other end. Super cute from Mud Pie. I like how it's distressed, so it's not super dark. It's a kind of a washed black, so it's got a little bit of a gray coloring to it. It's really pretty. And in the same part of the same collection from Mud Pie, we have the Halloween dangle leg towels. So we're going to be on Comment Sold. We're on number 117, and the first one we're going to show you is Boo. I think this is the last Boo that we have. It's got this sweet little ghost. I thought it was a cable knit, but it is not. It's more like that shearling material. Diane just about gave my mom a heart attack over here. They're trying to like whisper and scream at the same time. So lots of things are happening. Joy, please come home. Okay, so we've got these cute, I can't even talk. Okay, we've got these cute little dangle legs with the pom-poms on the bottom. We've got the Comment Sold number 117. This one is going to be the trick or treat with a little trick or treat bucket. I think we have two of this one left, and they've got the little witch's feet on here. Super cute. I love how the detail in this, the piece of candy matches the fabric in the witch's legs, but it also matches the hat on the ghost. So these will be super cute hanging side by side on your stove, or if you've got a towel rack or something. Very cute there. And then we have the spooky jack-o'-lantern. This one is going to be, what is he called? He's called Spooky. So if you're wanting this one, you would say sold 117 and Spooky. And he has the little candy corn feet. Super cute. Love all of these. Alrighty. Up next in our Halloween section of today's Comment Sold Happiest Hour, we have the candy corn tea towel. So this one is going to be, I'm going to turn it over so you can kind of tell. This is a waffle material, and then the candy corns are all embroidered on here. Super cute. I love the pattern of this. I love candy corn. My favorite way to eat candy corn is mixed into Rice Krispie treats. So if you haven't tried that yet, try it. It's so good. So just when you're mixing up your Rice Krispie treats, you can either chop them or leave them whole. Throw about a cup of candy corn into your recipe, and it makes all the difference in the world. Okay, up next we have, so now we're thinking Halloween for the kiddos. So maybe you want to give, maybe you've got a trick-or-treater that you want to give them a little something extra special, maybe your grandkids, maybe your sweet neighbors' kids or your friends' kiddos, nieces and nephews. We've got the Halloween trick-or-treat puzzles. So we've got this one is going to be happy, and we've got this one is going to be trick-or-treat. Love those. Are those the only two we have in that collection? Okay, perfect. So we've got those, and then also thinking, we talked about these in the blog today. So we have 2 different kinds of Halloween marshmallows. And I was telling Ann today, when the moms and grandmothers come in, they're always picking up this bag, which is the sweet little ghost. But if the kids are with them, it's always the pumpkins that are the bright colors. So the kiddos love the bright colors. So comment soul number 120 is going to be for the ghost, and comment soul number 121 is going to be for the pumpkins. You're going to want to use these for hot chocolate bars. If you would set these out, they'd be so cute. The little, especially these little guys floating in the hot chocolate bar. Use these for your s'mores. How fun is the little ghost goes for a s'more? And these actually, they taste really good. So they're kind of like a peach, maybe on that side, because it's a marshmallow, but it also has a sugar coating on the outside, and they're vanilla flavored. So they're really good, super cute. If you grabbed some last year we had the ghost, and then at Christmas time we had the snowmen that I know a lot of y'all picked up. So loving both of these, sweet. And one really good thing about these is each piece of candy is individually wrapped. So when you open it, you don't have to eat the whole bag at once, because it's not going to go bad, because each little ghost and pumpkin is individually wrapped. And if you've got, like, if you live in a neighborhood like my mom does, where you don't have very many trick-or-treaters, something like that would be great, because you're not going to be stuck with this huge bag of candy when you only have, 5 or 6 trick-or-treaters. Okay, so up next is, so we're moving on to Thanksgiving in light of all the holidays. So up next is this precious pumpkin bread baker. So what does it say on here? It says, let's give them pumpkin to talk about. I kind of feel like Joy and I might have showed this a couple weeks ago on something. And it's got this sweet little spreader. And inside, we have a pumpkin bread recipe tea towel. So what a sweet gift. If you're going to gift this, go ahead and bake some pumpkin bread in it. Or you could cheat and you could buy some in the loaf at the store. Just put it in there. And then you can take your towel and you can wrap it around it. I'm gonna end up dropping it doing it like this, but you can wrap the towel around it, tie a bow on it. Cutest gift ever. Love that. Also from Mud Pie today for Thanksgiving, who loves green bean casserole? I had some ladies in here a few days ago, and they were talking about buying a gift for somebody, and they saw this and they said, well, she always makes a green bean casserole, it must be this. So this is the sweetest little thing. It says holiday soul green bean casserole, and then dreamy and creamy on the spoon. And this one comes with a pumpkin trivet. So if you're taking your dish somewhere, you can put this on here to kind of be a lid, and then when you get there, you can take it off and use it as a trivet, or you can use this as a trivet for other things. This one is kind of cool because the backside doesn't say anything, so if you want to use this dish sometime that it's not green bean casserole and you're serving, just turn that little sucker around. Nobody will know the difference. Okay, we are just about to the end of our selections today. I've got a few more things I want to show you. So up next, we have these beautiful floral napkins here. They're going to be 42, but it's a set of 4 that you're getting. And the coloring on these, we're kind of back to stuff having that little bit of a purple tint to it. These have a tan, there's a yellow in here, there's a sagey green, but I think they're going to work really well with all of those stems that I showed you that were pulling a little bit purple. So it's super pretty here. I love pairing those with the bronze oak leaf napkin ring. Look at the detail on that. It's a stamped napkin ring. It's a bronze color. They're $6.95 a piece. I've got 2 here because we do prefer that. You can buy just one, but we do prefer that you buy them in 2s, in pairs. So here's what that looks like together. I should have pulled one out so you can see it all together, but super pretty. The colors of these, great together. Okay. We've got a couple more things, but we are running out of time today. So I think I'm going to save these other things that we have for next week's Happiest Hour. So next week on Happiest Hour, we'll be following our Thanksgiving vlog, and I've got a whole table setting of fabulous Thanksgiving things that are new arrivals to show you that I'm so excited about. So thank you guys for watching today. It has been so much fun hanging out with you. I'm sorry we were a little crazy here today, but you know what? That's just real life, and that's just part of the fun. So next week, tune back in. I hope Joy's back with me. I can't remember when she's coming back, but we sure do miss her. So love you guys and look forward to seeing you in the store soon. Bye-bye.